Foster care identifies and places children in safe homes when they cannot remain with their families because of safety concerns. Foster families provide these children with the love, consistency, and support they need to grow. Abby Levine moved to Guam 5 years ago and has been a foster parent for a little over 2 years. She explains what prompted her.
I have friends that are foster parents, and I did a lot of babysitting. I was kind of a surrogate auntie, and I really enjoyed working with different families and helping them out.
She would eventually become a licensed foster parent.
I got a call that there was an emergency placement. Would I take her? And the rest is history. I became a foster mom, and I've had a couple of little girls that have been in my home, and it's been a real blessing.
Levine says that being a foster parent is a world like no other.
If you haven't actually experienced it, it's hard to explain it any different than parenting, except for your child could go at any point, and they come with a lot of baggage and a lot of burdens that not all children have, and so it can be a trial, but it's also a really big blessing to see them grow and see them just be nurtured and loved. A lot of them just need a love that they've never known before, so that's been really awesome to experience and show to other kids.
One of the biggest challenges for foster parents and children is support. Levine says that Harvest House has been pivotal.
Just being able to just have a support group is probably the number one thing. I'm a single foster parent, and so that support that Harvest House gives is so huge. You can only give support so much as what you know or have experienced yourself, and so that's really what Harvest House does, is just come around those and that have like experiences and support them, that show them, encourage them.
She says it is definitely a step of faith if you're considering becoming a foster parent, and reassures you that this is something that you don't have to do alone.
There are so many supports that we can provide as Harvest House that the government supports, so it's really, the initial thought is daunting, but ultimately there are a lot of support systems in place that can really help so that you're not alone. A lot of people think this is something I'm doing alone, and foster care is really, we really want to reach out to those parents and say, it takes a village, but yes, they are your sole child to care for, but there is that village there to support you, and that's really where Harvest House just wants to step in and just help anybody that's willing and able to take a child, because they just need love, they need structure, they need care, and they need a love that a lot of them have never known before.
Meet Elizabeth Joseph. She, along with her husband, have been foster parents for a little over a year now, and says that one of the main reasons they decided to become foster parents was the desire for a big family.
We have a 1-year-old that we had since she was born, and a 16-year-old we've had for a few months now. And honestly, both have been extremely easy for us. We expected there to be more hurdles, but we didn't have any of our own kids. We don't know, the difference between how hard it is to have foster kids and your own. But honestly, it's just been extremely rewarding for us.
Upon arriving on island a year ago, the Josephs immediately started the process to become foster parents.
We know that we're helping in a place that needs help, and we don't know what the future is for both of the placements, but we just know that God is present in our family and He's doing amazing things. And I know other people see it, and it's good to just be able to witness to the need for foster parents who are willing to just open their home for these kids who have no one.
Joseph says she truly believes that the journey would not have been possible without the help of some wonderful people.
Here on Guam, it's a small island, and the support community is amazing, absolutely amazing. Harvest House has been really a huge part of what's helped make us, a success in fostering.
Parents know that it can be challenging to raise a teenager, but Joseph says she's been blessed with an amazing daughter.
Our foster daughter has been through a lot herself. She's a very resilient and strong young woman. We push her to do well in school. We work with her, but she's also committed to doing well in school and in other areas of life. And so we're very blessed with that. We have somebody who is really easy to work with and respectful. And so some of the hurdles that we kind of expected to have to, meet in taking in a teenager, we haven't really dealt with those. she's just a huge help. She's a huge help with Alea, who's 1, and she's just committed to, being successful in school and graduating. She'll be the first to graduate in her family.
Noting that there's a need for foster parents and families, she says that those interested should not hesitate and find out more.
Just spend time with foster families that already have a routine and are comfortable with that life and that lifestyle and the dynamic of being ready at all times to take in a child. You don't know who it will be, you don't know how old they will be, what their background, their past has been. Just to be able to spend time with parents who are listening to God's call and being open, to just kind of get a feel for that and talk openly with them.
As for what Joseph can say about being a foster parent,
it's been an amazing journey and nothing that we ever expected. Like a lot of things in life, it's a very scary leap to make, but as long as you are just living in love and answering in love, you will be heard by God and He will bless you, with whatever decision you make. And that's something that we've definitely experienced in our lives.
Indeed, it takes a special person to become a foster parent.